staff down there. Folks, remember several activities taking place this weekend. Yeah, we have soca in Dashville. That's going to be at Mount Helicon tomorrow. Yeah, that's Dashville. Nice. Yeah, that's going to be the launch of Dash for 2018. Yeah. You know, feel reggae music, sweet. So skanking, grooving, skanking, grooving. St. Paul's people, Laborie people, everybody. Yeah, it's gonna be the launch of Dash. He's launching his music for 2018 at the Mount Helicon Big Yard tomorrow afternoon. Or tomorrow night, really, yeah? But I say bang, bang, bang. All right, okay, there. Bang, bang, bang. Yes, indeed. So that'll be taking place tomorrow, yeah? Also, you have taking place right now the Whitsuntide Regatta. I believe tonight would be the opening ceremony up there in Petit Martinique. I am sorry, Petit Martiniquans, Sheldon will not make it this year. But yeah, so that is taking place on the island of Petit Martinique. So those of you in Carriacou, those of you on mainland who could jump the boat between today and tomorrow and so on, yeah, jump the boat and head on up. Well, you missed the boat this morning already. You might have to take a next boat. We had a water taxi service available by certain people, you understand? So you could give a call. Yeah, so I believe they'll be having the opening ceremony, if I'm correct, tonight for the Whitsuntide Regatta there in Petit Martinique. And then continuing with some of the races and so on over the next couple of days and completing on Monday. So that's the Whitsuntide Regatta up there in PM, yeah. Also, remember, we also have, let me see, the Whitsuntide Games. That'll be taking place Sunday and Monday at the Grenada National Stadium. Yeah, athletics, yeah. Strange, I don't think a lot of people know that the Whitsuntide Games is taking place on Sunday and Monday. You know, good morning to you, Devon.
Good morning, Sheldon.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing, man?
Well, not too bad. It's a little hassle with buses and so a bit.
Yeah, and I know, and the thing is, while some people trying to say nothing taking place, while they're saying them kind of thing, what does be going on is that you just end up stuck in traffic trying to get here. Sometimes 15, 20, you leave on time, but it just takes quite a while before you could get out of the traffic and to where you're going.
Especially around the Melville Street area there between the hours anyway between 8:30 and 10, man.
Yeah, you could once you get trapped there, you get trapped.
Yeah.
There's a long line of traffic from Keep Left coming right back to the terminal. Yeah, you get stuck there.
And then when you're coming up, when those buses coming up to go up to Convent, whether Street, St. John Street, or one street going up, I'm not too sure if it's St. John Street, but I'm right there by the terminus to swing up to reach by the courthouse church up there. That street usually have some what you call some Grenada buses, man. They have a habit right now. They stopping right on that little piece of strip right there.
The junction there. Right by Sweet Corner, around by Clouden. Between Clouden, the Chinese store, Clouden,
right there.
and Sweet Corner. They're stopping there. Sometimes they stop on Sweet Corner. We call that corner
right
Sweet
there,
Corner.
Right there. Right? Timing the police and they're stopping right there. So they create a backup, you know, from behind. You know that traffic right there. If buses coming out, right, and let's say one coming out to go to Grenada or to go to St. Paul's, and they're in the middle of the road, traffic coming up to go to the stadium, go be jam because they can't pass. These buses and them right across the road because they have to cross the road, you know, to go down. So it's sometimes it's hectic, but that's, you know, the thing you get when the place is buzzing and activities going on in our country.
Yeah,
people are moving, you know, and everything like that. Hey, that's, we lose a couple of minutes in our time. That's why we have to practice to get there early, no matter what. No excuses, but we have to, organize ourselves and get there early. All right. Yeah. Good morning to all. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think we expect have Superintendent Isap here, or one of his staff should be in with us this morning.
Okay.
So we are expecting them in with us this morning. So
we're talking immigration.
We have for at least a 30 minutes or so.
Yes.
We ain't going to take too much time because the man a passport to go.
Yeah. They have, it's
never know. We might have some people there to deport.
You understand? and sometimes the backlog of passport to be distributed and so, they have to work a little overtime. So we don't want to keep the officers, especially our officers, too long. They come, they give the valuable information, and then we take it from there.
Yeah, folks, and those of you who usually listen via the 89.5 frequency, we're going to do everything in our power to ensure that frequency is up, even if we had to put temporary measures in place to ensure that frequency is up over the weekend. I'm going to speak to, I've been trying to reach one of the technical people, unsuccessfully so, but we're going to do everything in our power to try and make sure that is up.
Yes, because
and running for you. By the latest tomorrow evening, we're gonna try to do that for you. All right, nice. Yeah, but Devon, there's so much things to talk about, but I don't want to go and dive into something to dive out of it.
Yes,
to dive back in.
To go back in. So
yeah, yeah. Spice Mass. Yeah, boy. Yeah, thing coming up. They have a cruise coming up. I think next week. I have the ad somewhere around for it. I had the information for it somewhere around. But I have a process I have to go through before I play that. So yeah, you understand? Yeah, as a man, if I make a promise on that, I keep the promise. Yeah. So I'm gonna get that and follow up on that. But we have that coming up. But Devon, what else they have this weekend? Last weekend was Mother's Day and things. So you had so much activities this weekend with Suntide.
With Suntide, and you have
so Monday is a holiday. For those of you that were not aware, Monday is a public holiday. What we just bother with that holiday for? I didn't really see the need for that one. That one is
a few of them. We ain't see the need for.
I find we could do away with that particular one.
Yeah, productivity.
Just in my view, I know a lot of people. Anytime they're glad to get a holiday. In my view, I ain't really see the need for this one.
I really didn't see the need, and so on.
Yeah, Easter already. What we need with Monday for?
Especially in these, around Easter. And May, April, you find a lot of holidays that, especially this one coming, in my view, it's
and
not.
And then after that, you have Corpus Christi.
And then you have Corpus Christi again.
You could celebrate Corpus Christi without it being a public holiday.
Exactly.
That's just my view, eh? Yeah. All right, that's just my view.
Let the place flow. Let business continue, and so. Yeah. For example, in government services, the government paying the workers anyways. You understand? So they
for the day.
You understand? So let's let the productivity continue.
Here's even a better idea. We go work through the with Monday and the Corpus Christi, and give us Carnival Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yeah, put the 2 days on Carnival. Yeah, give us Carnival Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
It's a kind of good idea.
We're gonna give up 2.
No, but if you give up 2 and they say
no, but let me tell you why I say it like that. Because what type of money with Monday as a holiday does generate? You see people going and shop and say they're going and shop for with Monday, or there's family time, so they go in and have a family dinner and so on with Monday, or you're going and buy presents, or you're going and fix up the house for with Monday. You don't hear people doing that. You don't hear people doing that for Corpus Christi, so it doesn't generate no sort of income. It's just a day that you actually, as a country, in my view, I'm just saying it from my view. This is not the official view of the New National Party or anything. This is Sheldon view. I'm making that clear. Yeah. With Monday, the country don't make any money off it. You lose money off of it. The country don't make any money off of Corpus Christi. You lose money off of it. Yes, traditional. Over the years, we've always had those as holidays. So there's a bit of tradition behind it. Corpus Christi, you go and you plant and all that kind of thing. But how much people does even follow up on that again?
Very few.
Yeah. I think our guests have arrived, somehow. Let me see if I could throw on a little thing. Yeah, man, our guests have arrived, man. So let's take a short break, and then we'll be right back with you.
Rhythm up. Oule, oule, le. I was approached by a group last year. They said that she couldn't make another hit again. I said I don't write it, I create music to hit the people for the jump and sing away. After that I walked away. Didn't get far, they shout to me. Come the new year, that shove a lot on your back, or you're carrying all the weight. Wait, without hesitating, I made it clear that my explanation will be a bit too opinionated. Straight to the point, can stick, cause mommy is waiting. Good storyline and melody, proper diction, serve with delivery. Not to mention the feeling, your energy, and the music must have longevity. That is it. Now it's your responsibility to make this another hit again. Another hit and tape, that is how I view it. Your responsibility is to make this another hit and tape. Another hit again, and not giving them hit after hit after hit. That is the word on the street, and we don't with them from last year, cause the country feeling the chip. I telling you hit after hit after hit. That is the word on the street. It's another hit again. It's another hit and tape. And the streets keep talking, let them keep talking. Them don't know the part that I walked in, like a needle in a haystack. All this music, my mind is lost in the he say, she say that they involving. Gets them nowhere while I'm evolving. Hold my own like a king on a throne, no need for umbrellas, cause it's raining falling. Without hesitating, I will be present like a gift that's wrapped under the Christmas tree waiting. There ain't no debating, I'm destined for great things. This one's sticky like bubble gum. Hope you can deal with the trouble when the trouble come. You know you can't stop 6 runs. No, that is it. No, it's your responsibility to make this another hit again. Another hit and tape. That is how I view it. Your responsibility is to make this another hit and tape. Another hit again. And not giving them hit after hit after hit. That is the word.
For the first time in Grenada, get ready for the Little Miss Grenada pageant. A night of beauty, elegance, talent, confidence, poise and excitement. Saturday, May 26th. Spice Basket, starting from 6 p.m. The Little Miss Grenada pageant. For the first time in Grenada, every parish will be represented, including Carriacou and Peter Martinique. For more info, go to the Little Miss Grenada Facebook page. This event is brought to you by LMG Committee. Little Miss Grenada pageant, Saturday, May 26th. Spice Basket. Tickets will be on sale very soon. Stay tuned for more info.
The Royal Grenada Police Force presents Ecstatic 3.
I make you beg.
A night of elegance, talent, intelligence, laughter, fun, entertainment, and refreshments as the men and women of the 4 clubs, along with Her Majesty's Prison, challenge each other for the King and Queen title, along with bragging rights.
I won't let go.
It's the night of lyrics and entertaining calypsos as the Police Monarch will be crowned Friday, 1st June, Grenada Trade Center, 7 p.m. Tickets cost $30 and you can win fantastic door prizes. Ecstatic 3, Friday, June 1st.
Hello.
Grenada Trade Center. This ad sponsored by Huggins.
Yes, indeed, and good morning again to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Peter Martinique. And as we promised, we have in studio with us Superintendent Issa Pear of the Immigration Department and Inspector, I never remember your name. Joseph. Inspector Joseph in a studio with us, and they're going to be telling us a bit about the e-passport. Now, first of all, give us a little rundown on what the present situation with the Grenada passport is. What is the present situation with our passport?
Good morning, Devon, and good morning, Sheldon. And thanks for having us on this morning. The Grenada passport, current passport, utilizes a technology known as TED. And this technology utilizes heat. So it's a thermal encapsulation process. And this process is used to laminate our data pages. Apart from that, our passport issuing system had been around since 2000. And it has not been upgraded over the past 17, 18 years. So although it was being serviced, it was not upgraded.
So it is now out of date.
Out of date. In fact, Grenada remains the only country in the CARICOM region utilizing this technology to produce the passport. It lends itself to compromise. And as such, Grenada needed to upgrade their passport issue system, and at the same time, we'll be upgrading our passports. And as such, it takes us to the level of e-passport. So we'll be upgrading our passport issuing and control system, and also our passport to e-passport. And so the inspector here can give an idea as to what e-passport is all about.
Good morning to you again, Sheldon, and your viewing and listening public. The e-passport, as Superintendent Pierre outlined, if you may recall, even before 2001, we had a written passport. Before 2001. 2001,
Yeah, the handwritten
passport, yes. And that's been since then outdated. 2001 March, we transitioned into the MRP, Machine Readable Passport, up to present. And this system again become obsolete again. We have to move on to another type of passport now, which is called the e-passport or biometric passport. And this is the direction of the ICAO. So I will just outline what and define what is an e-passport and what is the international standard in keeping with the e-passport. An e-passport is an enhanced secure passport with an embedded electronic chip. It is distinguished by a logo at the front cover. Biometric or e-passport have become mandatory for governments to reinforce security features in national borders. E-passports are designed to increase security, making it more difficult to change data recorded on a passport and therefore limiting the chance of fraud. It has become very necessary for Grenada to make the transition from MRP, Machine Readable Passport, to an upgrade of the e-passport. The Immigration and Passport Department will issue Grenada e-passport as of July 2018, as I said, out of July this year. The passport will meet the International Civil Aviation Organization standard, ICAO, which is a requirement, the direction the world is moving to in the 21st century. It is expected that Grenada e-passport will rank higher than present. The specific aim of facilitating the freedom of movement of its people, goods and services in order to foster integration and socio-economic development. I will now touch on the benefits of the e-passport. And one of the benefits of the e-passport is that of the passport will meet the International Civil Aviation Standard. As I said, that is the direction the world is moving to. It will have a chip, and all passports must be embedded with an electronic chip to read when they travel across borders and in Grenada. A more secure passport with enhanced design which captured a few iconic and heritage sites. So on our passport, we will see the new Parliament building, which will open, I think, so the first Friday in June.
Yes.
We'll see other iconic and heritage sites, like Grandans Beach, River and Twine Lake, and other iconic and heritage sites. It will be a beautiful.
Real artwork in the passport.
Yes, it will be a beautiful. Hillsborough will be included in our passport. The Hillsborough Paradise Beach will be there. And it will be a bigger passport. It will move from 32 pages to 36 pages. It will move from a cost of $125 to $175. And let me emphasize here, as I did on all radio and television program, the cost of the present passport should be, of the e-passport should be $375. The cost of the e-passport is 3 times the cost of our present passport. But the government sees fit to subsidize that cost from $375 to $175. Also, it's important to note that other OECS member states who use e-passport, the majority use e-passport, a cost of $200, $250, and counting. Okay, so Grenada still is the lowest in the OECS, despite the 175, and that is a cost where it cannot be lower than that. because it is the machine to make it, the hardware and the software is very, very expensive. Okay. Live image capture, photo taken with no extra cost. You could walk into the department and take out your photo. The officer will capture your image and scan into your passport with no additional charges. You have an option. You could go to the photo studio and you can scan your photo into the system, or you walk in, your photo capture with no additional charges.
So Eduardo, through the process again, going by a modern photo studio, that's the only one that exists right now?
No,
Yes,
Peter's photo studio and so that. Eduardo, go through that again.
No, we are providing an additional option for Grenadians, but you still have, can go to the photo studio, obtain your photo and bring it in. It will be endorsed, it should be endorsed by the recommender as per usual, and you bring that in. But so with an additional option we're giving to persons to, when they walk in, we can capture their image. Also persons in wheelchair, they can come in and we can also capture the photo, the image on while in wheelchair.
So let me ask the question here then. Knowing that when you're recommending for a passport, you usually sign the photos.
Yes.
If the photo is being taken now at the immigration department, how does the recommender say this person, this picture is the person that I've recommended?
Okay.
But on the form, section 11, you must have a recommend on the form. So we will go, it is mandatory, the form must be recommended. Not the photo when you walk into the office, but the form must be recommended. It's mandatory. Okay. So if somebody could still be implicated if they make a false declaration, or somebody don't know them and they say they know that person over the last 2 or 5 years, that implication is still there. You must know that person on the form. Yes. What are the benefits again? The system will allow in phase 2 online application. So instead of walking in, one of the benefits again, I know nowadays everything is technology. Yeah. So we're moving into that phase 2 online application, which the younger generation in particular will take advantage of. And it will interface with the border. So for example, you're traveling, I don't know if you're traveling in recent time at the airport, you will use our kiosk. You don't have to interface with an immigration officer. You'll straight into the kiosk, you swap your passport. The next step immigration is customs. The e-passport will afford you that opportunity even across border. So when you travel, you will also use the kiosk with our e-passport.
So I'm seeing a question. Presently expired passports allow for renewals. With the commencement of the new e-passport, would it still allow for such renewals? In the US, once your passport is expired, a new one must be obtained. Deepo, I see that question, but I think it's just been answered too, where you all are saying that in the second phase, that's the phase to come soon after, individuals will be able to apply online.
Yes.
For their passport.
Yes.
Okay, so that an individual who is in the US, for instance, and wants to get their Grenadian passport renewed, they would be able to apply online without having to go to the consulate. Well, they'll have to go to the consulate to collect because you're sending it by mail.
That's right.
How that's right. They collect it. They have to go to the consulate to collect.
Well, that is phase 2. Yeah. And for phase 2 roll-off, we'll outline the procedure as to how person can renew their passport and also have it retrieved. I also saw a question as to the validity of 10 years. The ICAO standards do not allow for passports to remain in circulation for that long. In fact, it is a requirement to have your security features and to be renewed. So it gives us an opportunity to have the passport, the person, the applicant return, and so that whatever upgrade that we would have done during that period of time, that we're able to place it in that new document. Yeah. So the 10 years, no. And again, children, their features, again, so you take out a passport, and then 10 years, it creates some problems.
I've seen it in situations with persons who have valid passports in the past that they took out when they were 8 years old. and then it's just the year before it expires, the 18 years old or 17, and you're looking at it and you're wondering
if it's the same person, and it creates some problems for you as you cross borders. Again, the 5 years we have seen it fit to increase the number of pages. So it's no longer 32; it's 36 pages. Give you additional. Even if the passport runs out of leave in terms of utilization, you return and then you pay the same price as if you had the new passport.
Okay.
So there's options there.
Okay. Another question we're seeing here is: do you have to wait for your old passport to expire in order to apply for a new one?
The present sets of passport, in fact, we have 10-year passport in circulation still. So that at the end of the validity period, that will no longer be issued in terms of the present MRP passports.
Well, I think
the passport that you have currently, by 2023, all of these passports would have met expiration, and as such, every passport being issued thereafter to individuals will be the e-passport. Yes, you have an option. You roll out the new passport in July, and you find that you want to transition also. You will come in, surrender the passport that you have, apply for the new passport. It will be at an additional cost.
Yeah. As somebody posts, when will it become effective? It will become operationalized in July.
Nice.
So in July of this year, you could apply for your new e-passport.
I would have heard in one of the interviews that you all were doing that even if you had wanted to stay with the type of passports that we have now, one of the problems is that the company that makes the reusables,
the consumables for the present does not exist. And Grenada had been the second country in the region to roll out the MRP passport back in 2001. The system had been in existence since the year before, so it was deployed. However, we are now the last country in the region to have the old system still operational.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we was first and then we end up last?
Yes. Do you have to wait for your old passport to expire? And the answer is, if you have a passport and you want to replace it, you have to pay the replacement fee, or else you let it run at its course, the validity, and at the end of the expiration date, then you apply for your new passport.
Let me ask, because you said replacement fee. Is it that if your passport has not expired and you apply for a new one, the fee is the same as a new passport, or is it? Is there a difference then?
There will be a difference in the fee.
There'll be a difference in the fee. It will be a little higher.
Yes. Presently, if you need a replacement passport, you have to pay a higher fee of $250.
Okay.
And with e-passport, the fee will be $350.
Right. That's if your passport hasn't expired yet and you just want a new one.
Well, probably just a scenario, someone was married and they want a married name to be added on the passport. A lady might married, so she need a replacement passport. Then you pay a replacement fee.
Okay. What do you say to individuals who have expired passports on their hands right now? Expired passports on their hands right now. No, but I mean, you can't penalize when it expired. Should they really come in now and try to get a new passport, or should they wait until the new system is rolled out?
Well,
or is it possible that they can have one of the new passports now, or do they have to wait until July?
Have to wait until July.
Okay.
Yes.
As you mentioned, expired passports. One of the things that confronts a lot of travelers from time to time, you get to the airport only to realize that the passport had been expired a little while now. Most time they check the visa and the visa is okay, and that's it. And the passport expires. Okay. So if you intend to travel, come and renew your passport. And renew just you're getting a new passport. So come and renew your passport, and so that when you're traveling and get to the airport, you don't have this inconvenience of traveling.
Oh, next thing you decide you're traveling for 3 months and your passport expired in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So you find
so
yourself
you need
in
to
a
check.
problem.
You need to check your passport.
Yes.
Yes. Once your passport have 6 months validity in it, again it's like the cost of the new one, and some countries would not allow you to enter if you have less than 6 months validity. So then another reason. But if you choose to wait until the rollout of our e-passport system to come and apply for the new passport, so be it. You're welcome.
Just to put some clarity with the 5 years and the 10 years, somebody want clarity on it. It is also the direction of IQ, the International Civil Aviation Organization, the standard, to move passport from 10 years to 5 years. And that will give persons who involve in fraud a limited time to think about a passport. For 10 years is a long period of time. So before they think about it, 5 years will up and they will not be able to counterfeit a passport as the duration for 10 years. And that's one of the main reasons IQ looking in that direction, to guard against fraud. And passport moving from, it was 10, then it went to 5, and it still remain 5. It's not a money making thing, it's a security thing. Okay, additional security. And persons might say, okay, why not 10? But at 10, at age 5 days, a child take out a passport. 9 years, the child would be on the same passport. When a child travel, they may have difficulty identifying if that a child 5 months old or 5 days old as appear with 9 years old. And that is some of the indicators that will reduce from 10 years to 5 years. And for persons who are involved in fraudulent document scheme, you have a lot in the world, they have limited time to think about forging that document.
So one of the other questions that have been asked from time to time is that of what is proposed, or the statement made is that of, well, America has 10 years passport and so forth, but there's other infrastructure that is needed to support the rollout of that. And as we stated, the ICAO standard requirement does not lend itself for us to be issuing the 10-year document.
Okay. Folks, I realize I've been missing 1 or 2 calls from you all on both the international and the local line. I'm sorry, my attention was split today. So you can call 440-7377 on your number.
And 347-329-3101.
I really had to memorize that number.
Yeah,
that number is just not staying. I always mixing up the digits at the beginning.
That first number, I can't remember the local number. You can ask me, I can.
Folks, so yes, we have Superintendent Pierre and Inspector Joseph in studio with us. If you have a question in relation to the passport, you can give a call. And I think we have a caller online. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Go right ahead, caller.
Morning, and I'm not next tree.
Yes, sir.
Hello, I want to ask immigration officers, if you lost your passport, what you do now to get back your passport?
If you've lost it, okay, no problem. So if you've lost your passport, what's the process for you to get a new passport?
No, the procedure in obtaining a new passport, if you lost one, you must get an affidavit by a GP or a notary public or a statutory declaration. You bring in your 2 photos, presently, application form. You pay the cost of $250 for the replacement passport. The only difference, you had to bring in a birth certificate as opposed to your passport because it's already lost.
Also, a report being made to the police station. So either can suffice the affidavit or the report to the police station, at which time you'll have to make a request in writing to Commissioner of Police for a police report, certifying that you did make that report and you bring in that report.
So that's for instance if there's a house fire and somebody's passport is burnt in that, they have to get the police report on the fire, stating that it's been lost in that.
That's right.
Okay, I think we have another caller online. Good.
Hello, morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Quite fine.
Morning to everybody.
Morning.
Now, my question pertains to what mark difference the passport has. And in relative terms, where you have a passport already, and even just recently, like my passport, the last passport I have expired just last year. I've had about 3 or 4 passports since. Since I was born, right? So what I'm saying, I'm in the system already. Do you have to go through, or is it so necessary to have to go through all the processes over again when you are already identified in the system as that person from wherever, you know what I can, because you will have had every information relative to that person inside there already. Now, before I finish, I have 2 passports in my hand. The last one I got, the marked difference it has from the one that was a 10-year one before is that it has the Caribbean community on the front of on the front page. But what is the marked difference that new one has? And if you notice, I'm also saying that right now I need a new one. And do I have to go through all the processes after having been in the system for all these years? You understand the point?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, caller.
So on the application form, you would note that the photo that you need to submit must be a recent photo, and you say for 6 months. Cannot be more than
less than 6 months.
Okay, so it's important that and even as you experience, every time you come to renew your passport, you brought in the application form, you fill that out, and you brought in the new photos, and you presented the old passport. And those were the main thing that you had to come with in terms of renewing that passport. The difference, or when you look at the passport, in addition to that CC, which represents CARICOM, you will see to the bottom of the front page an icon representing e-passport, which represents that there's a chip in the passport.
Dot, and like there's a prick above and below. Is
flag
kind of
yes.
It's like a little flag with a dot in the center.
Yes, you'll see that.
Thing. Yeah.
You'll see that.
I've seen it on some of the regional passports,
That's
and
right.
I think I saw it also on some of the European passports.
That's right. That distinguishes the e-passport from the ordinary machine readable. In addition to that, the back cover will be thicker because the chip is embedded on the cover.
Okay, I think we have a caller online. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheldon. Good morning, Devon, and good morning to your guests.
Good morning.
Now, the question I have to ask this gentleman, because I've just tuned in, so forgive me if you answer it already. Now, did this decision with our passports here, is it a Grenadian? Is it a Grenada decision? Is it a regional decision, or who we were mandated by in order for our passports to be changing in that way? Because we seem to have, some differences of opinion locally. So I'm just asking you all, who are we mandated by? Is it a Grenada decision, or is it a regional decision? And when you say we were the second one to start this process, and now we are the last, I want you to give us a little clearer understanding. Give me a little clearer understanding in terms of the question I'm asking. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I did mention the route taken to get to where we are today. It's become necessary by circumstances. It so happened that the Volkswagen is no longer supported, and I use the term. The model that we were using in terms of the equipment is no longer a viable option. There's the consumables, that is the parts and so on for this system, is not available. So it's important that Grenada upgrade. We have to continue to produce passports. It must be. And as such, we needed to revamp our old passport issuing and control system and upgrade. We also there's a standard known as the International Civil Aviation Standard, by that same name organization, that requires a certain standard in terms of travel documents, in terms of travel facilitation, in the world. And Grenada being part of that, it's expected that we meet the standard. Otherwise, we create difficulties for our nationals utilizing the people's border. So the passport it is a document used for traveling and movements of persons. It became necessary that we upgrade our systems and upgrade our book, and that is where we are.
I think people also have to understand that when it comes to a passport, remember what a passport is. A passport is a document you use to enter somebody else's territory, and therefore you have to abide by whatever rules that person puts in place for you to enter into the territory.
Of course.
If it was simply a document for us to use here in Grenada, we could set our own rules and decide that we ain't putting no chip in it or whatever. It's Grenada, we in Grenada. But if you're going to go to the United Kingdom, or you're going to go to Germany, or you're going to go to China, or you're going to go to the US or Canada, and they have put certain things in place for you to enter, you must do this to enter, then you must do this to enter. A passport is the document. It is the key you use to open the door to enter into another country. And as such, we have no choice but to upgrade to the level that they've decided they want us to upgrade to.
As a matter of fact, Sheldon, in the past we had upgraded, as I said, from handwritten passport to machine readable passport. And presently, if you travel to Trinidad with any handwritten document, the immigration officer will not accept you at the border. It must be a machine readable document. So if you have an emergency passport to travel to Trinidad, Trinidad will not accept you at the border with a handwritten document or typewritten document. It must be machine readable document. And that's the direction, as Mr. P alluded to, of this ICAO standard, is the International Civil Aviation Organization standard. And Grenada, must keep up with international standard. There is no choice in that matter. Our system become archaic, it become outdated, and the next step is e-passport. So it is not, Grenada is acting on its own, is keeping with international standard.
I see a question posted there by Lesanne Celestine. So she's asking if her passport has expired. On that same passport, she has her US and Canadian visas, which are still valid. What will be the position in that case with her visa?
I think Plenty answered you, because yes, you still travel with your two passport presently, and as such, this will always happen. This will always happen because you will always have the expiration of your passport or the issuance of your visa, and the dates and them would never correspond. So you'll always have that occasion to have travel instruments in different passports. So that's just the way.
So you just get a visa and clip it.
Yes.
No, don't clip it.
Don't clip it.
No, don't clip it. It is not advisable.
All you hear that said, don't clip it.
It is not advisable to clip the passport, because when you clip a passport, you could damage what they call the MRZ, the machine readable zone of the passport, and you will not be able to read in a reader at the border. So we advise people carry them separately. We ourselves do not clip passport at the office anymore. In handwritten days, you could have clipped passport in the handwritten era, but in the machine readable era, you don't know which part of the passport to clip, and you could just damage your passport and have to come back for a replacement.
So all you take the clip out of all your miners. So
just travel both of them.
Yes. So Liaman McSween in the UK, he's the one that coming up with this clip passport thing there. So no, not clipping the passport. Actually, and the thing is, I find it true because over the years you've always been hearing people say that you have to get the two passports and staple them together, clip them together, and that. But especially now, where you're moving to the stage where the new passport will have that thicker back cover, and that is where the chip is. Now, you don't want to be clipping that.
Of course.
Okay, you could damage the chip.
Yes. And as my good friend Hannah Plenty, she said, you travel both of them. So it is safer that way.
Yeah. So in terms of the issuance, we still will maintain delivery of the passport in 3 working days. Issued at the main office, 3 working days. We also provide an express service of within 36 hours, you get that passport at a cost of $50, or you get within 24 hours a passport being issued to you, and that will cost $100 extra. So these services will still be provided. We recognize the occasions will occur when you need to have your document in hand urgently, and as such, we will be providing that service to Grenadians.
Let me ask this question though. Several years ago, I'm trying to remember if I'm remembering correctly, and if it's Grenada, is there a travel card that persons can also obtain? I think there was something about a travel card that you could use to enter and to leave Grenada. Do we have that service available in Grenada? A card that's similar to like your voter's identification or driver's license?
There were a carry pass. Carry pass.
Carry pass. That was in
during 2007, but that went down with sunset legislation. So there is consideration.
It was only for a period of time.
Yes, there is consideration. However, in order to aid the free movement within the Eastern Caribbean space, domestic space, for the development of a card or an instrument that will allow persons to move within the space of the OECS, so they can facilitate travel. That's a consideration on the table presently.
Okay, we have a caller online. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. How you doing, Sheldon and the guys, and Devon and your guests? My question is,
good.
You know, my name have changed, right? Because of travel purposes, you know. Sometimes people add their father name or their mother name, middle name, whatever, or their son name, whatever. And I need a new passport. Now, is it going to cost me more because of that? I have to go back and set all fresh, or can I just, when I say fresh, I mean, my name is already changed on my certificate. So I'm coming fresh, But I'm just saying, would it be a challenge in a sense?
Well, you have to get what they call a replacement passport. So once your passport has been valid,
no, it's not valid.
It expires.
Expired, yeah.
You will bring in the relevant document, and you don't have to pay any extra costs.
Good. All right, thank you.
All right, yeah, that was an interesting one, because I think some people had that impression that if you change your name and your passport expires and you're going for the new passport, that you might have to pay a little extra add the new name or something like that. But it's just the same cost.
Yes.
You just have to bring your documentation.
Yes, of course.
All right, folks, as we said, the officers are busy people, and it's already after 11, so you have to get your questions in quick. Now we won't give them another 5 minutes. And we don't know if there's anything else you all want to tell us that is taking place right now, or anything else that the general public needs to know about the process. I'm glad, especially those of you in the U.S. I'm surprised I haven't heard any of you from the U.S., especially Wade. Yeah, I know Wade. I ain't hear from you today. But it's very important for you all, especially because you all are the ones that from time to time have the biggest problem. Those of us here in Grenada, we have to get a passport. Knowing Grenada is more than an hour away from anywhere else. So we come down to town and we get our passport. But for those of you in the US, if your passport is close to expire, your Grenadian passport, you all have a problem. Yeah? And we're seeing what obtains right now for someone who is in, let's say they're in Brooklyn right now, their passport has expired, they need to get a new passport. What does that person, as the system is right now, has to do?
Sheldon, let me take this opportunity to commend the consulates and so on, the representatives in the diaspora. They have been coordinating things and doing a wonderful job. And so that will continue. You're expected to visit the consulate and report your document if it's lost, because the passport will not be issued to you in Grenada unless you're first reported to the consulate. You also will apply there for your passport, and as I say, they are doing a wonderful job.
Okay,
that will still obtain.
We have a call on the overseas line. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I just went to the embassy, the consulate here in New York a week ago, and I put in an application for my new passport. But I'm listening to your program here now. I'm assuming that they already sent the documents on to Grenada. I'm listening to your program here now, and I hear that there is a new passport, a new version, more secure version, updated version coming out in July. I'm beginning to think that I won't be getting that version, and in traveling, do I risk issues with security? I'm a black man traveling. And I don't know if you know how that. I don't know if you know how that works.
Yeah.
And do I risk? I mean, they see me with a passport that's not up to date with the latest security things on it. Would that be a problem for me?
It's something.
And one more question: how many? Can I? If that's the case, can I put my application on hold? Like I said, they probably sent it on with the money and the birth certificate and all of that already. But is there a way that I can put my current application on hold and wait for the new one?
Okay. I didn't think of that.
You have a choice in the matter. You could put it on hold, awaiting the e-passport, or you could apply for it now, and you will have the same. You will have your seamless travel throughout. The only thing about e-passport, as I said, they have added security features in it. You will have easier access, but I doubt you will be denied using the MRP presently as opposed to the e-passport. They will have the same effect, except for additional security features.
Unfortunately, you don't go to the countries that I go to as a black man. You get looked at very funny immediately. And
but
there is a possibility of me putting this current application on hold and waiting, right?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. You can do that. That is your option.
So that means I have to go back to the embassy and make that request.
Yes.
Or do I have to call your office in Grenada, because you probably have the documents already?
The embassy will handle you well enough.
And remember as well, caller, that caller, that the new passport, the new e-passport, would be an additional $50. So you would have paid the old fee. So there would have to be an additional payment that you have to make.
All new, as long as it's Grenadian, I'm proud to display it wherever I go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you. So, in addition to the rollout of our...
Thank you very much, caller.
In addition to the rollout, the upgrade of our passport issuing system and our travel document, the passport, we have also rolled out a new border management system. And in addition to the system, we have had deployed 3 kiosks at the Maurice Bishop International Airport, which had been taken advantage in terms of utilization. I commend Grenadians who utilizes the kiosk. It is there for the Grenadians to use, and I encourage them to use it and get used to the technology and used to interfacing with the systems, because when you travel, you might just see a setter there in front of you, so you're familiar with the process, and as such, you can utilize the kiosk as you travel internationally.
We have a caller on the overseas line. Good morning. Hello.
You know, they say leave sleeping dogs when you see sleeping dogs.
Wait.
Dogs sleeping alone.
Why you go somewhere?
Good morning, everyone.
Why you go somewhere? You have proper system, man. You can't even hear you, man. What kind of thing you getting on with?
I don't know. Hold on.
I hope you will tell the superintendent.
Yeah, morning, gentlemen. Morning, everyone. Just a little bit of correction. I don't know which one of the gentlemen made a reference to if you get your passport was stolen or lost. For instance,
for some reason we're not hearing you clearly.
Hello?
For some reason we were not hearing you clearly. Like you're in a bad signal area. You're parked?
Hold on, let me change off something. Hold on.
Yeah, I feel you using Bluetooth. Yeah. Park up and use the phone, man. All right. Go ahead, man.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things I just had a correction, as I was saying before. If you're in the diaspora, for instance, in New York, and your passport is lost or stolen, before you report it to the consulate, you must report it to the police department. You must have a police record. I mean, a police report. you have to have a police report to go along with when you go to the consulate to get it repaid.
Well, that's in the case of it being lost. They had been speaking about
lost
it expired.
Lost or stolen. If it's lost or stolen, you have to go, to the nearest precinct with your identity. You have to have another form of identification to show, that you are really who you are. You say you are, and put in the police report. You don't get it at the same time. You gotta wait, pay your money, then you go get it. You get a copy of it, and then you take it to the consulate along with your other form of application and so forth, birth certificate and whatever, to continue the process of having it replaced.
Wait, as long as a man who lose your passport up there before.
I never lost my passport. I have all my passports from the first one issued to the present one, which was not too long renewed. So, but it's just knowing. It's a bit of knowledge that, when it comes to identification documents, that's the procedure. That's the safest process, so that you wouldn't have that long delay, because then you might go put in the application, because then they go on proof, some way to state that you did lost it. So the police report is what you're gonna have to go now, then go and file, and then wait again, and which will just keep have a longer delay.
All right.
Wait.
That'll be great. Listen, Devon is Mr. Issa Pierre this morning?
Yeah, Mr. Issa Pierre. Tell him what I tell him. You from yesterday.
Mr. Pierre, good morning. Wade Gibson, how you doing?
Hi, Gibbs. Good morning. Nice to hear you.
I have a question. Okay. Is there anything in the law, Grenada, right now, pertaining like maybe an old law or something new, like a fella like yourself, a gentleman like yourself, who used to have such a hard time with Devon? Remember, he used to leave us alone, he used to give us a hard time. Is there somewhere now you could throw the book at him for,
immigration?
Yes, Wade. They call it forgiveness.
You see, I know that's exactly what I call it. Sorry, man. I should be home shortly. My next trip, I gotta make sure I come look you up, man. Come look you up, man.
Look me up.
Hi, boss.
All right, yes, folks. As we said, the officers have to be leaving soon, but just like to thank you for. But before you all go, you had mentioned the kiosk, and I think it's very important, especially for those of you out there in the diaspora, know that the kiosks are available. I myself was pleasantly surprised earlier this year when I was coming back in, and I was able to use it, and it was quick, and it's just like, and that's it. You put your passport. You keep your head still, it frame you, it snap, bam, and no time flat. You were out to go through customs and get your bags and that sort of thing. Because especially during the carnival time, when you have loads of Grenadians coming back and you see a line nearly outside back to the plane of people outside there. I know it's taxing on your officers to have to be going through the process and so on. It's also taxing on the people who have just traveled sometimes 4 hours, sometimes 8 hours to get into Grenada, sometimes more to get into Grenada, and then they stand up in the line and the family outside waiting and somebody calling you and the wrecker looking for the vehicle outside and they calling and you want to get out. So this is going to speed the process up. I've actually seen it in operation and it has sped the process up quite a bit.
Indeed. I encourage Grenadians to utilize the kiosk.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that we don't have the immigration officers. Immigration officers,
friendly,
they have an option.
Friendly officers at the booth, and we have also transformed the arrival hall to be more looking good.
And I realized,
I dare say myself.
I realized as well that you all also had people that were there to show people how to use the kiosk.
So
it wasn't just you just go and you try to figure it out.
Thanks to the partnership, thanks to the partnership of Grenada Airport Authority, we have rolled this out very, very nicely, and with their customer service officers, along with the Imani persons, auxiliary staff, we had been having things run out very nicely.
Yeah, and it's the same process that you basically go through if you're leaving the UK. There are the kiosks there.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the US for a while, so I know. But I know that in previous times going through the US at different locations, you did have kiosks that you could use, and that would, if you didn't use it,
so we look forward.
We
look forward to possible deployment of the kiosk. Out of the departure end. So this is at the arrival end. So departure end. That's the direction. So you also go to the passport control area and you check yourself through, and also we're looking at upgrading our departure to the point where you can bring your information on your cell phone and interface with the border system.
I've seen those. Before you go though, there seems to be one more overseas call before you go. Let's take this one quickly. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm trying to get some clarification. Are we saying that the passport will only last 5 years?
Yes, 5 years validity.
Huh?
5 years validity.
Yes.
Yes.
Why 5 years? Because I find that a bit hard, because passport can be up to 5 years, because as far as I'm concerned, what is constant in the passport is the chip, and that does not change.
Okay, but caller, I think what has happened has been explained a couple times already during the program today, and one of them is that it's keeping in compliance with the international standards, especially of the countries that you have to use the passport to enter. The standard that they have is that it has to be a 5-year passport. It is not a Grenada thing that you're using the passport to just to use around Grenada, but to enter another country, and as such we have to abide by their standards. Their standards is the passport should not be 10 years.
To an EU passport, which is 10 years.
Well, for an EU citizen within the EU, they have their own standards, but we are Grenada. We're not part of the European Union. So if we have to use that passport to enter there,
we apply to international standards, and that standard is not international.
No,
5 years is not international standard.
No, I don't think you're understanding.
In this modern world today, you go into an airport, my friend, sometimes you don't even need your passport. You look into a thing and it reads your eyes.
My friend, I don't think you're understanding what we're saying here. Grenada's passport is an item used to enter another country, another territory outside of the state of Grenada. As such, there's a standard internationally that's set for those passports, and it says that those passports should not be more than 5 years old. Within the European Union, they are a body that's within the European Union. They have cross-border, all sorts of things. They don't even need passports in some instances to cross borders within the European Union. So they have their own standards, but we are Grenada.
The European passport cannot come to the Caribbean because it fails because of 10 years?
No, you're still not understanding where I'm coming from. We're looking here at a Grenadian that's going out there to the other countries. We're not looking at them coming into, and eventually they themselves may go down to 5 years. They themselves may do it as well.
I mean, I think we need to check that for international standards, because there's no standard that stipulates 5 years.
Well, I'll take the word of the immigration officers in front of me who are in contact with the agencies before I take your word on that. Unless you're working with the world body and you're calling to give us information from the world body.
Well, I mean, basically, what I'm saying is, countries, which countries can't you go to with a 10-year passport?
No,
it doesn't say that you can't go to them, but they're phasing that out. They're in the process of phasing it out. Right. All of that was explained a little earlier. You may have joined the program late, but that was explained a little earlier.
Our present 10-year passport expires in 2021.
Yeah.
So it's being phased out.
Yeah. Okay, caller?
Well, it's okay, but so are you suggesting it will happen next 5-10 years?
I don't understand the question you just asked.
No, I'm saying, will all passports throughout the world become 5 years within the next five years time?
We can't speak for the US, we can't speak for Canada, we can't speak for the UK.
International.
So then again, are we saying the international bodies are putting pressure on us as Caribbean people to apply to something that they themselves are not adhering to?
Not just the Caribbean.
No, and that's not pressure.
Not just the Caribbean, not just pressure. Let's end it on this one, caller. Let me tell you simply like this, huh? The US has nuclear weapons, UK has nuclear weapons, France have nuclear weapons. Let Grenada try and make a nuclear bomb, you go see what happens. Enjoy the rest of your day,
but Canada passport is valid for 5 years. Presently,
Canada.
Yeah, Canada passport is valid for 5 years.
All right.
Yes.
Well, officers, we'd like to thank you all so very much. I kept you all way over that time. And I know that you all have a very busy day today.
It'll be a
so
pleasure.
we'd like to thank you all so very much for coming and adding some clarity to the entire issue. And of course, feel free. Anything that the immigration department has, whether it's a sports day, a cruise, or a new system that you're rolling out, feel free to send the information to us or to come in at any time.
Beautiful.
The door is always open.
Beautiful.
We doesn't really lock it and shoot it. It's be open.
Beautiful.
So you can come at any point in time, folks. We're going to take a short break and then we'll be right back with more Hard Talk.
Presents Ecstatic 3.
I make you better.
A night of elegance, talent, intelligence, laughter, fun, entertainment, and refreshments as the men and women of the 4 clubs, along with Her Majesty's Prison, challenge each other for the king and queen title, along with bragging rights.
I won't let go.
It's the night of lyrics and entertaining calypsos as the Police Monarch will be crowned Friday, 1st June, Grenada Trade Center, 7 p.m. Tickets cost $30 and you can win fantastic door prizes. Ecstatic 3, Friday, June 1st.
Hello.
Grenada Trade Center. This ad sponsored by Huggins.
Carnival me alone on the road and I don't need no company. Christmas. Yeah, hey, yes, remember tomorrow soca in Dashville.
Yeah, Dashville.
Taking place at the Mount Telecon. Yeah, you understand that taking place up there tomorrow. So you're gonna make a pass. And again, we'd like to thank so very much the officials from the Immigration Department for passing in. I know there's a lot of information that some of you gained that you may not have known before. Yeah, a lot of information. Veronica is saying in Canada we've got 5 and 10-year passports, so they have the 5-year passport. The thing is, we just must remember, it is not the passport is what we use to get into a next man country that they already, in some instances, they already don't want you in the place. You know, in some instances they already don't want you there, or if they want you there, they want you there for a limited time to spend a lot of money and then leave. And the operative term here is leave at the end of the time. So as such, they would put different mechanisms in place to ensure that you come in when you're supposed to come in, you do what you're supposed to do when you're there, and you leave when you're supposed to leave. There are some countries right now looking at making sure that you have to have travel insurance when you're coming to the country, so that if anything happens to you there, you do not become a burden on their country.
Wow.
So that as part of the ticket, when you're purchasing the ticket, you have to purchase travel insurance.
So that's an extra fee.
Yeah, so if you get ill when you're there, anything happens to you when you're there, the travel insurance kicks in and it doesn't become a burden on that particular country, it doesn't become a burden on that state. Yes, so they don't have to pay for your medication and your scans and all the different things and the treatment, that they have travel insurance. There are some countries that are looking at that as well.
That might not be a bad idea at all.
No, but generally, I mean, according to when I'm traveling and so, in my personal capacity, you can purchase travel insurance with your ticket. You can purchase it, and it is suitable. In most instances, I purchase it. Just a few dollars more. We have a call on the line.
Good morning and welcome.
Yes, hi, good morning. I tried to call back because I wanted to say that could these gentlemen, the immigration officials, or whichever authority in Grenada has that job, see to it that when Grenadians go to the consulate now, that they know about the option to wait if they want to get that new passport, because it wasn't made clear to me that I had that option.
Okay.
And by the way, talking about
time
limit for passports, my Swedish passport is for 5 years. So,
okay.
Thank you very much.
All right,
thanks. That's an excellent.
Caller, I think you're absolutely right. I think we would speak with Honorable Peter David.
Yes.
So that probably a notice from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. From the Immigration Department to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs can go out to all the consulates in relation to this, because this is a person that would have just gone and done that. And now they have to go and basically fish back in this thing.
So the options are there,
and fish the thing back in. So yes, I believe that you're absolutely right, caller. And knowing Pedro, and if Pedro listening, Pedro might be listening.
If he's listening, I suppose.
Oops, wrong one. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning. Me again, guys. The person that calling and talking about the 10-year, making a fuss about the 10-year passport thing there, they're out of touch. All countries right now is getting rid of that 10-year passport, 10-year ID, and things like that. They're breaking it down between, 5 years, the maximum. Like they used to, you could get a driver's license in the U.S. that's valid for 10 years or valid for 5. All of that done. They done away with that long duration, of time. Because one of the things is too, because out here fraud is big market out here. So someone will go and get a license in your name. All right, for instance, Sheldon, they get a license in your name for the next 10 years. They're driving on your name. So these are things that people have to be catch up on. They done away with all this long duration for identification documents.
Yep, security is
Canada, US, everywhere.
All right.
All right, bro.
Okay, brother.
All right, guys. Later.
Yeah, good morning,
Sheldon. Man, wake me up. I will get a nice sleep,
All
right. No, I had to go and work because I was sleeping. I had to work.
Go and make that man.
All right, man.
Hey, Devon.
Hey.
You were supposed to call me when you got home last weekend, and what happened? I didn't reach home yet. You're still on your way home. You're still on your reach home.
I have our next call on the line.
Good, later.
Caller, sorry about that, caller. Go right ahead. Hello? Hello? Oh boy, yeah.
Very sorry about that.
Yeah, caller, sorry about that one. Your call back, fan. Yeah, 440-7377
and 347-329-3101. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
Listen, I don't usually panic,
Mm-hmm.
but I just hear the program. I just come in the house day and I hear the program, and I don't really know what thinking. Is it that you have to have the electronic passport right now?
No, whatever passport that you do have, when it expires, it expires.
Oh,
but when you
recently got new passports for my kids.
Yeah, and what we're saying here is that the new electronic passport will be available as of July.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the option if they want to change the one that they have now and get the e-passport, they can do that, but it would be at a full cost at $350 for that. If they wait until when it expires, then they get the e-passports. It's going to be $175 that they're paying for it, and they would have just paid $125 for the passports that they have now. Yeah, so there are the different options to that. So don't panic, don't panic, don't panic.
I will panic for so.
Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic.
Because I'm going up to Barbados.
All right. But then they're only giving a 5-year visa now, innit?
Yeah.
I don't think they're giving 10 again.
I don't know.
But I think what you should do, as you say, you travel to Barbados. If you should go into the immigration department just for some clarity, and they may guide you, accordingly.
I don't think you should have a problem.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a problem. All right.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen some of the e-passports from some of my friends when you're traveling, like you're traveling in a group and you're going to different functions and so. And there is a little mark to the bottom of the front cover. There's a little thing that looks like it looked like a PRA flag with a little something on the two sides. Yeah, a little gold something like a PRA flag at the bottom of it. So it's the e-passport. Yeah, there is a little tag on the bottom of it. So that's definitely it. 440-7377. That's, did I clear it? Yeah, 440-7377, and Devon the
347-329-3101.
Yeah, Patricia is asking if your passport is currently expired and you need a renewal, and the new one is available in July and must travel before. What is the procedure? The procedure is the normal procedure, because then you have no choice. You must get the one that is around right now. Yeah, you must get that one. If you can't wait, like for instance, if I have an emergency and I must travel now, it means I will have to go and get the existing passport. Yeah. But also, we need to note several things as well. That's why I'm saying, if you can, because people are looking at this thing now, they're listening to it and they're thinking, wait now, so from July I got to pay $175. Best I run now and get a passport that I have now and pay the $125. Yeah, you could do that, and you could save yourself $50, and you will have a valid passport that you can use for the next 5 years. You will have a valid passport. But what you must remember is this: anything that ends up happening in the international community ends up coming back to haunt the smaller countries more than everybody else. And even the US themselves, yeah? In that, if something happens, or there's a major something that happens and they realize that people have been using the old machine-readable passports to do what they do, a terrorist act, let's say, God forbid, a terrorist act, and they realize that the passports the people have been using from different countries are the machine-readable one, bet your bottom dollar the United States, UK, Canada, the European Union, even the African territories, everybody is going to say, to enter our country you need the e-passport. All it takes is one incident. Remember, prior to September 11, 2001, I could have bought a plane with me how much bottle of rum, and that wasn't an issue. I could have bought a plane with my bottle of Glenelg spring water drinking, and that was not a problem. I didn't have to take off my shoes and my belt and all sort of thing when I was going through airport security. Well, the belt, yeah, because they used to scan you. Yeah, but I didn't have to take off my
shoes and all that kind of thing, and
I didn't have to go and stand up in some kind of thing with my two hands in the air when you pass into the States. They have these kind of thing. It like, I just go at the standing coffin. You're going to stand up in this thing, and you put your two hands in the air, and it scan right around you to see if you have anything carrying on your body. We didn't have to go through all of that, but it took one terrorist act on September 11, 2001, and the way we traveled was changed forever. Yeah? Then after that, we could have still keep on with shoe and thing, and we could have still walk with a bottle of water until the Reed guy tried to blow up a plane by lighting his shoes. And then all of a sudden, every one of us now have to take off our shoes when we go in on a plane. That's why it doesn't travel with shoes with lace on it. I just travel with them without lace. You slip it off, slip it back on. Yeah? Nice. So now you have to travel. You have to take off your shoes. You have to take off your belt. Yeah? On top of that, we could have still traveled with a little bottle of water and that kind of thing, until some other idiot went on a plane and tried to mix two liquids together to blow it up. Now we can't even travel with toothpaste. So it just goes to show, look, they've put different things in place now. For instance, like you have to your phones and so on, and your computers, because some plot was discovered where they were trying to smuggle explosives onto planes in laptops.
Yeah, laptops.
So then they started the process where even when you're going with your laptop, you have to take your laptop out of the bag, put it in a separate tray for it to be scanned, and your iPad and your mobile phone have to be placed in separate things for it to be scanned, and all this sort of things. So when it comes to the passport, all it takes is one idiotic terrorist out there to attempt to do. They don't even have to get through with it. They just have to attempt to do an act.
And everything changed.
With the type of a passport that we have right now, attempt to get into our country or to get onto a plane with the machine readable passport, and believe me, that'll be the end of machine readable passport. So the best thing, in my view, is to get the updated one, because it is highly unlikely they'll be able to illegally obtain the new system.
Yep.
The other one has been around since 2000. They pretty much maybe are machine making passport for different countries somewhere. Yeah, they maybe have some machines somewhere and they're making passport for different countries. But when it comes to the new system, it's going to take them quite a while before they could catch up with that one. Yeah, so it is better to, in my view, I would wait until July. If I can, wait until July, and in July you get the new passport. If you can't, you can't.
Because by the year 2023, all the passports, the old ones and the e-passports will be in effect. Only e-passport by 2023.
Only E, yeah. Essential, according to Depot. Essential. Yes, indeed. About 440-7377, 440-73. I know we lost a call earlier, so caller, you can call back 440-7377 and
347-329-3101.
Yeah. Let's say a special good morning to Petit Martinique this morning.
Yes, and
they have the
Caracou.
Whitsuntide Regatta. Yeah, as I say, we're doing it Whitsuntide and the holiday. We could watch. Boss, we could get rid of them 2 holidays. I had 2 days under Carnival. Get rid of them 2. No, because the 2 days under Carnival, I was going to say that before we stop. The 2 days under Carnival go generate money.
Yeah, lots of money.
Yeah, money will be generated. People going to stay, instead of flying out Ash Wednesday, they're going to stay the Wednesday and the Thursday for more activity. Watch, we could give up with Monday and Corpus Christi.
Yeah, so
we could give up them too.
We'll spread the Carnival festive, on a longer period, generate much more money. All right, for the hotels, the taxi men or vendors, everything,
The mass bands and all, like Helen Marie and them. So instead of playing mass on Monday evening
you have a whole
Tuesday
day for
evening,
mass.
Yeah, you could get to play Monday evening, Tuesday evening, and then the whole day Wednesday.
The whole
day Wednesday we on the road. Yeah, the whole day Wednesday.
And then
the road.
You can get the Steel Band Association now to have another day where only steel bands, parading on the streets.
With the bands.
Only steel band, no DJ and that kind of thing. Only steel band.
They can pay me for the idea, They can pay me for that one.
So
we don't go for it Monday and them thing again.
It's a good idea, but hey.
You have a call on.
You may. Good morning.
Mr. Scott.
Good
morning, my love.
Good morning to you and Devon.
Morning, Cammy.
I just saying good morning to you all guys and to all my friends over abroad.
All right, darling.
So you have a blessed weekend.
You sail long day?
I don't much credit, but I just stayed home.
Okay, my love.
All right.
Yeah, be bad.
Okay.
I ain't got a chance this week to pass by Cammy so far.
Yeah, but the other thing with those with that is just suggestion. You will have persons within the religious and other communities that may object to that vehemently.
Okay, what takes place on with Monday?
Well, I mean, they will say tradition.
You don't see any set of families say they're going to church on with Monday?
No, not really.
Maybe Corpus Christi.
Yeah,
some people for Corpus Christi
in
the Catholic faith. Some people might go to church on Corpus Christi, but generally it's known as a planting day and that kind of thing. Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. We can give up them too.
Yeah, just as how you took away a day from the Rainbow Festival, and which made sense because after a time,
if we want, we can take one of them and give it to the Rainbow Festival.
And make it much more thing. Oh, just seeing some news coming out there from Chris is that authentic 8 killed in a Texas school shooting.
I doesn't even repeat them thing when I see it there, you know, because we go find out, because you can see all kind of thing afterwards. You find out afterwards. Me, I don't bother them thing there. Yes, indeed. You're right. Yeah, and we understand that, Floyd, that the holidays, though, is to give our workers a break between work times. That's what Saturday and Sunday is for.
Yeah, that's what Saturdays and Sundays are for.
That's what Saturday and Sunday for.
And your day off.
That additional day doesn't make.
Yeah.
All it does in my view, and as again I keep saying my view, all it does in my view is it is a waste of resources.
Yeah.
That's my view.
And cut down on production. Cut down on production generally.
Now you see, that's what I say it doesn't say. Now it's gone up to 9. Right. You understand? So 9 in that now. Yeah. You understand? And the reason I don't say it too, sometimes you have some people that have family in Texas and they just start to panic one time. Yeah, but Texas, it's a gun all over Texas.
And watch, and coming back to that, the holiday thing. Look, you working on normal worldwide. Normal working week is either 5 or 6 days. Some people work 7 by choice. Okay, so the whole question of rest. You either work in a place where you work for 5 days and you have 2 days off, and so, or you work in a place where you work for 6 days and you paid and you have a day off in 1 week. So I don't think that's an issue about workers, you know, to work. At least every week, almost every worker has a day off, which is mandatory, I think, you know. So I don't think we have a problem there with that. And so.
Yeah. 440-7377, 440-7377.
Yeah, and 347-329.
No, we know they're religious holidays. We understand that they're religious holidays, but people don't utilize them. Like, this is not 1960. People don't utilize those holidays in the way that they used to before.
You don't. It's unproductive in my view.
Yes, unproductive. You know, to me, some of the holidays are unproductive. That's
and not just those two. There are others, you know, that we can, you know, consider and produce more on the days, you know, for these days. We can do much more, right?
Perron. Oh, sorry. What's Perron other name, boy? Okay, PD Francis. Good morning, sir. Right. Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. St. Ignac, good morning to you. Morning to you, Max and Francis. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. Yeah, we know it's with Suntide Regatta, so we expected to see Perron suddenly appear. Yeah, we kind of expected to see him. Yeah, nice. Emma, you just joined where we had been speaking quite a bit about the passports. Yeah, passports. And so what I would also advise the caller who called 2 times earlier on the overseas line. Caller, we know that you most likely are still listening, or somebody who heard you would give you the message. I think you should call direct to the Immigration Department in Grenada. Yeah, I think you should call. You could even try to speak to either Inspector Joseph or Superintendent Pierre directly and let them know that you are the one that called and you wanted to put your application on hold. Because them fellas don't make joke when they get them thing down there, man. Once they get a batch together, they're starting to print.
And then they send
off. Yeah, so I think you should call. I think you should try to call the Immigration Department and get that message through to them. Outside of, you should contact the consulate there as well, but I think you should also contact immigration, because remember there'll be an additional payment you need to make to the consulate as well for that. Yeah, but Devon, really interesting what the officers spoke about going to phase 2. So this is a rollout phase, and going to phase 2 of the project where you're going to have online application. And I know that those of you in the US and in Germany and in Switzerland and all over who are listening to this program right now, and in China and so on, you all would be loving that, because it means that instead of having to do the paperwork and send it down, you can send all your information electronically. So you scan your birth certificate, you scan your different documents and so, and you it is legal now for persons to sign digitally. You can digitally sign a document, and it is legally valid in the state of Grenada. I would know. I was the one who brought the bill in Senate. So it is valid for you to sign documents electronically. Some of you, when you go to the credit union, like for instance, you go to a riser and you're making a payment or so, you see they put the little thing and they tell you sign. And you sign digitally, because you're not signing a piece of paper, you're signing on the piece of glass there. When you're signing to do your voter registration card, you're signing digitally. So it is legal for you to be able to sign digitally different documents and so right
You know, when you're signing digitally, you know what you remind me of? When I used to go to school and write on slates.
Yeah, but it does kind of feel like that.
It
takes some getting accustomed to.
Yeah, it takes everything. And the slate was wow.
Yeah. So we have that. So it would be I'm excited about that aspect of it, because it also means that I may not necessarily have to leave and go down to the immigration department. I could fill up my stuff online and put it there, and then when the time comes, all I do is I go and actually go to collect.
Yeah, the collecting part you have to go and do. So all the application you do it online, and
most people now are making a lot of payments using their cards. So I'm hoping that this also includes that you will be able to make the passport application payment online. Well, I assume, considering that you're going
yeah, you have to credit card or debit card, what the case may be. You would have to.
Because most,
well, not credit, but debit card.
Well, most Grenadians, it's debit card they have. You have who have credit cards, but most are debit cards that you'd be able to. You put your 150 and so, and you type in your number, you do your local SIMIDIMI, and your payment is made.
Yeah, definitely.
Because right now, when you're making your payment for the US visa, they're using the debit card to do it.
Debit card to do it.
So it shouldn't be a problem to do it for the passport that you had to go and put the visa in.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I've not seen our good friend Sonia this morning, and to all of those in Toronto or Canada, wherever you are, good morning to you. All right, the United States Depot and all the friends. Oh, I have some family members out there who always tag on, Claudette and Johnny and Dale and whoever in the US. Good morning to all of you, and have a wonderful day. It's the almost end of the week. It's Friday. Thank God is Friday, as the word usually say. Short man, what are you seeing, boy?
Thank God is a day. Short man, I'm mutton this evening. This month, mutton, 12 o'clock, mutton. In fact, I feel the pot. Hey, but I pot down already. Mutton. All you going up in front of now. Mutton. Hey, tomorrow morning.
Oh yes,
6 o'clock.
The breakfast.
The breakfast for the family up there.
Family up there, yes.
Right in front, the Travelers Bar. Yeah, right by Shortman and Yvette there.
Right.
Yeah, Yvette, I hear your people. Yeah, I hear your people. Yeah, but right there, in Fontenoy. Yeah. So they will be having the breakfast there in the morning from 6 a.m. That breakfast is in aid of the family that would have lost their loved ones and their home a couple weeks ago. So go on out there and support them. Buy them. Or those say lunch said it. Only no bill live for me. No, only no bill. Spend your money.
Yeah.
Go and put our money there. And if you spend $20 and you have enough, leave another 10. All right, nice. Just spend your money there. All right, if all you want to leave something different, you could just get short man, tell him leave a drink there for me. That is no problem. I will pass and collect it.
And I must say, we're talking about the fire victim, but we must say thanks to Sunshine Promotion, Judah and the guys, for donating $5,000 to the fire victims. Yeah. Right, and so on the night of the show, and
Ian St. Bernard, the Judah, he always does that sort of thing.
Always come, promote and give back to the people. Hey, Judah, thanks, man. Much appreciated to the victims.
That might be something a lot of people don't realize. They may think that, okay, people like Judah or Wagi or so on just have shows and they make their money. No, they actually give back quite a lot to the community. Yeah. Some they would do on the night on the stage, but the majority
will do.
They do, and they don't. You don't know, I don't know, and they don't say much to anybody about it. But there are a lot of people like Judah and Wayne, Waggy T, Redhead help. I mean,
too much to mention, man.
I just know about a lot of it, but it is not something that they will go out there and speak about. I'd like to congratulate both of them, and also Golden Promotions. Golden, I could never remember your proper name. That first name you have is Arlene. Hey, and congratulations on your graduation. I know you graduated recently from the SGU. Congratulations on that. But Golden Promotions, she has Bucket versus Cooler and different activities, Juve in July and these sort of things. And she as well, she helps quite a lot of people. Even as a smaller promoter, she helps quite a lot of people. Yeah, and Blue Bubbles, tent rentals. Blue Bubbles, ding. Yeah, boy, we don't talk, boy, we just work. And ding. Yeah, we don't talk, we just work. Nice ding. That is Waggy T, that is Judah. Yeah. So, folks, that when you're going to these shows, just remember, it's like you're supporting Lotto, you know, you're supporting Nation Building. We have a caller.
Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning again, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Scott and Devon, and to your listening audience. Now, we have heard the real reasons and the real facts behind the issue of our passport. So now I'm calling on radio personalities and responsible people. You know, we should not set any false narratives about important issues that affects just about every Grenadian. We must not set any false narratives when we don't have the facts. And as a result of that, you know, we end up throwing out a lot of innuendos and a lot of falsities and a lot of misleading statements out there to our population, you know, and put people on the wrong track, you know, and we, you know, and as Grenadians and as people who care, who say we care about this country, you know, yes, we have our differences, you know, but our differences should not be us and them, you know, and don't, like I said, don't mislead people, you know, for our own selfish and self-centered, egoistic reasons, you know what I mean, by setting false narratives. We have to stop that. And I'm glad, gentlemen, that you all brought this to informed and knowledgeable gentlemen from that department to come today and give us the facts behind the changes when it comes to our passport. To you all, brothers and sisters in this country of ours and in the diaspora, have a pleasant weekend.
Okay, my friend.
Very
wonderful
much.
Weekend too.
Yes, indeed. And I just saw a notice here, subject teachers wanted at the Presentation Brothers College, so they're looking for teachers there, specifically in the areas of English, math, science, music, electronic, technology, and theater arts from September.
From September.
Yeah, so they're looking for teachers there. Candidates should possess the following: an associate degree or certificate in primary or secondary education, bachelor's degree or higher in the subject area. Experience in school extracurricular activities will be an asset. Yeah, so they could apply to the Presentation Brothers College. Yeah, so if you want to teach, yeah, you could apply to the Presentation. PBC, the Boys on the Hill.
Yeah, the Boys on the Hill.
Yeah, man.
Right over the girls.
Yeah, Prime Minister's alma mater.
Alma mater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a PBC guy.
PBC guy, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. 440-7377, 440. Morning to you, Helen Marie. Hope that you're having a wonderful day. You and Elementra? Yeah, Elementra. Yeah, so Elementra, you can check Helen Marie out. She's downstairs the NIS Mall. Make a pass there, check her out. And pass by Kami. Yeah, you could buy a little bottle of water. You might see a little makeup and something you want to buy. Pass by Kami and get Kami a sale. Pass by Kami and get Kami a sale. Nice. And all you could leave a drink there for me too.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, Mr. Watts. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Watts. We tell Mr. Watts good morning.
Mr. Watts.
Yeah, Mr. Watts, you and your wife. We hope that you're having a wonderful morning this morning.
Oh, yeah. It's summertime.
Yeah, you and the entire family. Also, Zingo. Yeah, you know that we sold, yeah? Zingo. Good morning, Zingo. And Muscles and Burbis.
I find Zingo kind of silent these 2 days.
Yeah, you work. When the time is 6, you're working hard.
Yeah,
so
you're working hard. Good morning and welcome. Hello?
Hello?
That sound like bus terminus.
Hello? Yeah, that's the bus terminus.
Hello? Good morning to all the bus drivers of our nation.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey. And Sheldon, you're so sweet. Thank you.
All right,
Better. And give me a little say I didn't work yesterday, no?
Hey, no sell that to get
us. Come have some lovely bread sale. I can afford. You know? Yeah, so tell them to come and tell us what.
Yes, it
and Taki and everybody. But the sunshine and nice in Grenada City.
Yeah, we go.
So I have a nice weekend again. I put down $5 to come back. And you're so sweet to tell them come. I'm here. You together. Right? All right, darling. Everybody.
All right, darling. Take care. Yeah, darling. Take care.
Everybody. All of New Yorkers are living in Grenada. Bye-bye.
One love. Yeah.
Love you all guys.
Kami, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
To all the busmen,
Go buy Kami and buy something.
Yeah. Eggies, don't play your squeeze in your pocket and think they go buy Kami and take a big bottle of water.
Rex.
Right.
Rex, the fastest, most efficient, safest way between St. George and Grenville. Grenville and St. George. Look for Rex on the bus terminal.
Fluffiness. Fluffy.
Fluffy and Crystal.
Right up with Fluffy. Yes. I haven't seen Crystal in a while.
Uncle Fluffy. Uncle Fluffy go visit us one of these days. You know he's a man, he go just barge in when he ready.
Good morning.
Uncle Fluffy, don't find we're looking for you. When you ready, we know you go hit us.
He good, man. Ram.
Yeah, man.
Stanley and all the guys, man. Too much to mention.
Desmond. I know last I see Desmond up in Grenville.
Man, they have more than 60 buses in running that Grenville Grenada route, you know.
Yeah, we have a caller.
Good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning, Brother Sheldon and Brother Devon. Brother Sheldon, you didn't call me back yesterday.
Hey, I didn't what?
You didn't call me back. You said I called you, but you told me you could get 2 minutes off the air. Remember I told you?
Yeah, so
and you said you're going to, but I won't able to call you now because I'm going out.
Oh boy, you have a mobile
Monday, God willing.
You have a mobile number?
Yeah, but it's a home number. Yes, I have a cell number.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me do something I don't usually do. Give me 1 second. Let me just put on something here. Hold on,
Yeah, hold on.
Carnival me alone on the road and
Dashville. Yes.
But we got company, man. Wait, and we having company. Nice, yeah, we'd go be around.
Yeah,
we'd go be around and thing. You
for the carnival.
Yeah, man. God's willing, he'll be here, man.
But this carnival seems to be building up to be a bumper one, eh?
Yeah. And the thing is, it's going at, one of the things I used to like to see when people like Cammy used to be playing mass, and I'll tell you why. It always was such a spectacle to see.
Colors, man.
Yeah, the colors and so on.
And discipline and
Cammy's a lady used to play she mass and thing. People might know. I personally see Cammy playing mass a lot of years, and so ever since the legs started to give her the trouble, she kind of leave it out. But believe me, that's a mass woman day. She like she mass and that kind of thing day. Yeah, and that's why she does make sure she come down and she watch and that kind of thing. But you have a lot of young people who are coming into it now. Remember, Helen also has the children's band. I think she's the reigning champion in the children's division for last year. I think she won. The children's.
Bain, one of them.
One of them win. I know Bain win overall. I can't remember anyway, but I know she does win and all kind of thing in that, and she has been in the top
she's one of the stalwarts in the
top three, you know. Yeah, all the time we doesn't talk about other band. Other band doesn't talk about us.
Yeah,
it doesn't bother you.
You understand? They ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing. Bain and upper level and them. Nola Bain and Peter Bain always sending and say, well, okay, this is what we having, so we're gonna help them out.
And already we take people from all over and so we taking cargo people and all and put to play with Helen and them.
And you know one of the things too with Peter Bain and son, it is in my view the revival of the Grenville or the St. Andrews Carnival spirit over the last 3-4 years. They have been doing
Devon, we had to do a program that will cause some people to not like us, because we had to do a program, and I'll do that program in memory of a man called African Teller.
Yeah.
And I have to do a program where we talk about Rainbow City.
Yep.
Seriously, we're gonna have to have that discussion. I don't know who we're going to call in.
We could get a couple of persons to call in.
We go. Me and Devon go sit down. We go make up our mind.
We go plan it out, right.
But we definitely have to do a program within the next 6 weeks or so on Rainbow City. Yes, it's high time we discuss that seriously.
Good morning and welcome.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, caller, you're live.
Hello.
Yeah, you're live, caller. Go right ahead.
Yeah. I just want to throw out something for the harvest on Monday.
Okay.
The Catholic harvest in Happy Hill, or they really pushes you. There will be a lot of stalls, dip, a bar, solid.
That's the Uganda Matters?
Everything will be there on the 21st, which is Monday.
Okay, let me ask. Is that the Uganda Matters?
No.
Not the Uganda
Catholic
Matters.
Church and Tongue,
Okay.
Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception.
Oh, but they're having it up. Okay.
They will be having their harvest on Monday.
Okay.
And they inviting everyone around and also Father of the.
Okay. Thank you so very much, caller. All right. So the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, they are having their harvest on Monday. All right. So at least it has something economic taking place on the day. Yeah. Try and help the church. No, I mean, I tell you, I give my view on it, and I don't know that. But yeah. Indeed. Hey, this week has been a short week. So we did not get the opportunity really to speak to Keisha this week.
No,
so we're going to try to fix that during next week. Always a next short week, because it means since Monday is a holiday, it therefore means that Tuesday is going to be when cabinet meets, and post-cabinet briefing is going to be on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday is when
you may have Senate.
We may have the Senate either Thursday or Friday.
Or one day.
So it is going to be
pretty short week.
Yeah.
Hey, the Granitang House reopens under new management tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, come out and enjoy. Come and eat all the food you could eat, right? And pay for the drinks.
Yeah.
Drinks, just pay for it. Food on the house. Come out and support. Come and have a nice time, right? Anywhere from 3, 4 in the evening. Come up, eat all the food, drinks, and we go right up. But walk with a little code, because you go be a little nippy. All right? Monkey is not on the menu. Monkey is in the Granitang, but it's not on the menu.
There'll be monkey there, but it won't be in the plate on the pot.
Not the plate of the pot.
Just know that
clear. Forestry don't make it no joke with that.
Plus, the season close, and secondly, you cannot hunt in the forest in the forest reserve.
You cannot.
We catch you hunting.
That's problem. We hunting you down.
Yeah, so
right?
we ain't going through that.
Give the animal a chance, let they replenish themselves. Right, just how we want our chance to replenish and make our children and have our grandchildren, they need to do that too. Right? So give them a chance. No monkey on the menu. Monkey will be around, not on the menu, not on the plates, not in the pots. Good.
Yeah, so just note that we
the Granitang House reopening under new management. Go and enjoy yourself. Eat all you can eat.
Yeah, because remember, back in the days you saw a song like you understand?
Why leave the animal alone?
Yeah, sometimes you just have to go back in time, yeah. That's all the time we have a Hard Talk today.
Since you went back to Africa, the man in a state.
My name is Sheldon Scott.
And I'm Devon Romain.
And whatever you say, whatever you do it safe and secure. We want to be speaking to and with you.
And not about you.
But leave the animal alone.
Leave them alone, okay?
We're out of here. Enjoy your weekend.
Those animals is wicked abuse. When I hear the noise balling, oi, oi, he's flogging the mule. When I hear the noise balling, hey, hey, he's choking the snake. When I hear the noise balling, he's spanking the monkey. When I hear he ball out, oh yes, he's one of them neck he break. He's flogging the mule, he's stroking the snake, he's spanking the monkey, flying the canary. Animal cruelty, judge him seriously.